whatever situation you come across in your life's journey, whatever you experience, see, know, be aware that is not you and not the truth. You're not your experience. You are the one who is experiencing your experiences. The experiences are not real in the sense that they are not enduring, even though you are. Can you explain the experiencer? Can you experience the one who is experiencing? Can you explain the one who is experiencing? All that can be explained is not necessarily capable of being experienced. You are undefinable, indescribable, mystical, unknown, and yet can experience your experience. But be aware that the experiencer of the experience isn't ultimately real either. Infinite consciousness witnesses the reflection of itself through experience. The reflection isn't you. Infinite consciousness reflects itself as infinite energy. In the experience of matter. Purified energy is consciousness. Unpurified energy is matter. The mind. The whole world is an energy field. A oneness that can be experienced. Energy is always in formation, configuration, deformation, and disintegration. But the mind sees it as the only thing that exists. And that is the problem. The human senses and brain can't see beyond its abstractions. Cognition knows the objective world, the world of forms. All forms are just outward appearances in the movement from form to formless, and from the formless to forms. The now, right now, this moment, very precious moment of now, is ignored by the mind. Through cognition, the mind becomes knowledgeable about everything, but ignoring nothing. The mind is in the state of objectivity, which implies impediment, obstruction, restriction, and limitation. And we are attached to the mind. In that sense, we are experiencing impediment, obstruction, restrictions, and limitations. We are experiencing problem. When you start experiencing the problem and you are attached to the experience, you become the problem. You see? It means attachment to the unpurified energy of matter. Objects can be an external reality, such as my car, my house, my wife, my life, my God, my this, my that. Or objects can be a subjective reality, such as my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas, my emotions, my belief, my this, my that. It's the mind who claims the ownership of objective reality in objective sense and subjective sense. Objects can also be what people think of as a spiritual reality, such as silence, peace, tranquility, bliss, nirvana, enlightenment, truth, this or that. Experiences are good as long as you are not attached to them. Remain open, vulnerable, and receptive. And you will purify the energy. You will see your mind as the problem. And you will not identify with that problem. The mind is an instrument, a tool. You can use it, but do not be used by your mind. When you don't need your mind, you just switch it off. The mind is good to create, designate, communicate, but you are beyond the mind. You are beyondness as awareness, witnessing the mind and its abstractions. Attachment is cognition, the process of knowing the external world but being ignorant of yourself. When you become aware of your inner truth, the witnessing consciousness recognizes itself. Recognition is detachment. You recognize oneself as you. You become aware of the real. You're not the mind. In detachment, not a single moment is lost in ignorance or imagination or projections or beliefs. Remain open so you don't become stuck in forms. Don't identify with things. Lots of people get stuck before opening gate of ultimate reality. No thing is you. No thing is you. You are formless. Even to say you are formless in the mind, it takes the connotation of some kind of form. The real is when there is no experience, no more unpurified energy preventing your consciousness from being purified. The real is the state in which the witness remains alone in its pure bliss, pure joy for simply being, with nothing to see, nothing to know, nothing to experience. Just awarenesses. Only in nothingness is consciousness unobstructed, so it can participate in the whole. That participation in the whole is the whole, because only the whole can participate in itself. Cannot participate outside of self, because everything that is outside in that sense is the wholeness. You are the whole. Remain open, receptive, and accept oneself in all your glory.